The Devil Made Her Do It by Kaye Booth. From the Refracted Reflections, Twisted Tales of Duality and Deception anthology, published by WordCrafter Press in 2022. This story was first published in Relationship Advice Anthology in 2017 by Zombie Pirates Publishing. Betty Lou was debugging the new program she'd been working on. She had tried to run it 3 times now, but each time something went wrong. Now she thought she'd finally fixed it, worked out all the bugs, so it should run smooth. She hit execute, holding her breath to see what would happen. After 30 seconds, an error message appeared on her screen. "Dag-nabbit," she said, shaking a fist at her monitor. "Problems?" a male voice said from behind her, making her jump in her seat. She was not aware anyone else was there this late in the day. She swiveled her chair around to see a tall, pencil-thin man, dressed all in black, leaning against the cubicle partition behind her. His mahogany brown hair was pulled back into a ponytail at the back of his neck, revealing a dark-complexioned face with rather sharp features. She craned her neck to look up into the large brown eyes. "May I help you?" she asked. "That depends," he replied, curling his mouth at the corners in a hint of a smile. "Are you Miss Dutton?" "Yes, Betty Lou Dutton," she said. "How can I help you?" "I'm Jonathan Silk," he said. His smile revealed a mouthful of the whitest teeth she'd ever seen. "I'm a professor at the university, and I need a program written to use for my classes. Mr. Crumbly said you were the person to talk to." "Oh, I see," she said, but in truth she didn't. Mr. Crumbly was a little beetle of a man who had never even acknowledged her existence up until now. Did he say why I would be the person for the job? "Well," he said, "that you were quite good at what you do," Silk said, scratching the goatee on his long square chin. "I believe quite talented," were his words. "Really?" Betty Lou said in disbelief. "Mr. Crumbly said that about me?" "Indeed he did," he said. "Was he mistaken?" He raised a brow. "Oh, no," she said, straightening her blazer. "I'm sorry. What kind of program is it that you need?" The corners of his mouth turned up once more. "It's quite complicated," he said. "Perhaps I could explain it to you over dinner." "I, that is," she mumbled, not knowing what to say. "This is highly unusual." "Yes, I know, but it's getting late," Silk said. "I didn't want to keep you here after hours. I thought you might grab a bite while we worked." "If you think it would be inappropriate." What? Oh no, I was in the middle of something," Betty Lou said, waving a hand toward her computer, trying to cover up the flustered feeling stirring within her. "But it can wait until tomorrow. I'll just shut this down and grab my purse." "Fine then," he said. The gleam of his teeth caught her eye again as he smiled once more. "I'll wait here." She turned back to her computer. With a few quick keystrokes, she saved her program and shut it down for the night. She wasn't sure what to think about this man. He was handsome in an odd way, not the sort of man she would normally be attracted to. But there was something different about him, a weird sort of magnetism that made her want to go along with his requests, no matter how strange they seemed. "There, let me grab my purse and we'll be off," she said, swiveling her chair back around to face him. He sat on the corner of Julie's desk in the cubicle behind hers with his feet crossed at the ankles. "No hurry," he said, raising those gorgeous brown eyes to meet hers. She went into the break room, taking her purse out of her locker, and made a quick stop in the ladies' room, where she took note of her appearance in the mirror as she washed her hands. Her reflection revealed the perfect picture of a professional woman, Her white blouse and dark blue skirt with matching blazer pressed neatly this morning with a minimum of wrinkling from the day's wear. With an unscheduled working dinner, Betty Lou was thankful for her practical black pumps. She didn't know how her coworker Susan could stand to work in heels all day. Her straight black hair was drawn back from her face into a tight bun atop her head. She smoothed the spots where stray ends poked out with wet hands. Before drying, hurrying back to her cubicle, for some reason she didn't understand, she couldn't wait to get out of there.